Welcome to the Drunken Upholsterer. On this episode, we're going to talk about double welting. You use double welting to cover where you've stapled or tacked the fabric to the wood, or like on antiques especially, where you have exposed wood and fabric come together and you want to cover your tacks or your staples. You would use this double welt cord. It's a cover material like a gimp. And so it's fairly wide. We're going to cut it straight on here. And you want to go roughly 2.25 inches. If you're going to do it with scissors, you're obviously going to have to mark it. If you're going to do it with a rotary cutter, you can cut it very easily with this. And you're good to go. Normally you'd be cutting it as wide as the fabric is, which would be roughly 54 inches, but it's not necessary. It's just handy to have longer pieces. And on a fabric like this, it's hard to tell what's the front and the back, and on any fabric really, because you want to keep direction the same. So I mark the back side with a little mark. Then this one will get sewed on here, and you'll have a continuous look of the fabric. Sometimes there's a nap on a fabric, sometimes there's patterns, and you want to make sure everything's going in the same direction. So that's what you do on a straight cut. A lot of people, they like to cut it on a biased, which is cutting across at a 45 degree. This is roughly 11.5 inches. So you'd go 11.5 inches down here. I already got my mark. And then you would cut it like that. And then you'd make your cut. And you'd move over, make your cut. Or if you were marking it, you'd mark it. And at normally you'd be doing like 1 yard. So you'd be 3 feet this way. And then you'd measure over 3 feet this way, make your mark, and then do your cut going that way. And next I'll show you how to put it all together, make these things up. All right, now we are going to make double cording. You can see it's got two instead of the single cord, which is just the one. These two are held together, which helps you make the double cord. Normally you'd stitch all your cuts in a long line together, but I'm just going to show you on this one how to make it. Same idea, you fold the fabric over like you're doing single cording, but you're covering both cords. Put it under the foot, and off we go. You want to make sure it covers both of them. When you get to the end, take it out. You're going to cut it off. Normally you'd have several more pieces, but for demonstration purposes, this is what we got. Then you turn it around, go in the other direction, pulling this one over. Now this one you pull over snug. Make sure the fabric's snug. You want to make sure that the thread you use matches the fabric. Otherwise it'll show. And now you've made your double cord. Looks halfway decent. It's kind of flat, but bend it up like that, get it back into shape. Looks much better. You got to cut this part off here, the excess. And then you're ready to glue it on. Just glue it right on there with hot melt glue. Some people actually staple it on, or other kinds of glues, but basically hot melt works real good and it's fast. You just glue it right over your staples and you're good to go. Alright. If you like these videos on welting, give us a thumbs up. Keep us in mind for the next series that we're going to do, and we thank you. Have a great day.